Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney's Star Wars and how it's basically just sad fan fiction.
It really is.
At this point, it's paid fan fiction. The Disney Story Group, if you look at the new canon, it's about trashing original trilogy characters, and it's about bringing in your OCs that act and sound and talk and have the same gender identity as you.
Right. It's diversity without the dinosaurs and without the story and the, organic characters.
Well, we're going to talk about that because dinosaurs are coming.
Are they really?
Yeah, High Republic, they're bringing dinosaurs. They were on the whiteboard.
I know. That's what my joke was.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. They're gonna do dinosaurs. We gotta have dinosaur representation.
Well, it was on there, so.
So anyway, I saw this yesterday, I think, on Bounding in the Comics, and you can go out there and check it out for yourself. But they're talking about how they're systematically tearing down original trilogy characters, and they're also simultaneously inserting these writers' OCs.
Basically what they're doing is they're finding background characters that really didn't have a story, and then they're just making them about themselves.
Right, and this isn't the first time it happened. Now they're coming for Han. Before they came for Luke Skywalker, the Alphabet Squadron book.
Just by the name, you know what you're getting.
The Alphabet Squadron, right? So they tore down Luke Skywalker and basically said that Jyn Erso did everything that mattered, and Luke was
technically
unimportant.
her dad.
Technically her dad, but we can't say that because he's a man. But they have gone out of their way to take a steaming shit on the original trilogy characters, except for Princess Leia.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, it's General.
It's General Leia.
She's still a princess to me.
Excuse me. Thank you very much. She's a general. So we've seen this tendency, and it's been it was kind of low key at first. But then it started to get more blatant, with their little animated shorts. And it's almost like the Lucasfilm Story Group is rewriting Star Wars canon.
Yeah, think She-Ra.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they're doing.
And tearing it apart. And of course, the biggest slap in the face for a lot of Star Wars fans was the treatment of Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi.
Oh, yes, but the media will tell you they were to kill Luke anyway, so you should shut up. It's like, well, no one had a problem with them killing Luke and making him a Force ghost. They had a problem with them assassinating his character.
Right. So anyway, they're talking about this new book, I guess it came out. It's called From a Certain Point of View, an Empire Strikes Back anthology series. And they're talking about an excerpt from the story about Han Solo. And it's basically, I do kind of like the cover though. It's basically this guy right here.
Yeah, the background character didn't even get a name, did they?
Well, now he does.
Oh, but in the movie. So they're going around and finding background characters, and they're making this certain point of view to insert diversity where there was none because, well, I don't even know why, just because they are.
Right. So they kind of did this with, I would call it the expanded universe. I guess we're calling it Legends now, where they went around and gave names to all the Cantina creatures, but they were interesting. Right, the Cantina aliens were interesting. This is just a schmuck.
A lot of them had names and they had figures before.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But instead of Walrus Man, he's Ponda Bob.
Right. But I'm just saying, they did have characters and stuff out there. This was just somebody that was in the back frame.
Yeah, so they're gonna flesh out these characters. And again, this feels like fan fiction. Like, that guy's got a story to tell.
It is fan fiction. That's exactly what this is.
That guy's got a story to tell. But he hates Han Solo because Han Solo is attractive. And charismatic, and he's just a schmuck that pushes around boxes on Hoth. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing is about this background guy and being very, very salty about Han Solo being attractive. Some people just can't sweep into the rebellion with their own ship and accept actual critical missions from General Rieekan and banter with the princess all over Echo Base. Some people aren't handsome and don't have a presence like Han Solo. Some people are just ordinary, okay?
Wait, what? Yes, because that's how people talk.
We're going to body shame Han Solo.
So wait, they're mad because they are there and they have to push boxes around, but he gets to come in and be like a leader. Well, he also was out there saving Luke and fighting the Death Star and all this stuff, and saving the princess. Well, she kind of saved her own ass, but you know what I mean. He was out there doing something. And of course, if you're out there and you're actually risking your life doing something, you might get promoted faster than somebody who's pushing boxes around.
Yeah, so they keep going on about how jealous this dude is of Han Solo. You know, he's so tired of people like Solo. You know who's never been kissed? Chase Wilsore.
Oh my God! Wait.
He can certainly use a good kiss.
Wait. That was in the book?
Yes.
Are you serious? That's dialogue from the damn book?
Yes. This is dialogue from the book.
So this has never been kissed meets Empire Strikes Back.
It's called A Good Kiss. Yes. Written by C.B. Lee. It's called A Good Kiss. He's never been kissed.
Wait, they wrote a whole... Okay, I just can't wrap my head around this. They wrote a whole Star Wars book about a character in the background. And he's mad because he isn't as good looking as Han Solo and no one's kissed him.
He's a beta male.
That's what this is about.
He's an incel.
I was going to say, technically.
He could use a good kiss.
I can't.
It offends him that Solo and Leia are just arguing about them. They've been dancing around each other. Finally, the excerpt concludes, don't attractive people have anything better to do than to taunt everyone else on the base with their unresolved tensions?
Right, so now you're being attractive is a bad thing.
This is fucking Star Wars.
I was thought you were going to say stupid, because the stupid is more what I would say.
It's also fucking stupid. This is Star Wars. This is Star Wars.
This is what they're putting out as the new Star Wars stuff. This.
Why is Mace Windu just taunting Yoda with his hot package? Why don't they just do it already?
Right, I know. Because attractive people don't have anything else to do with their time that make us all watch them flirt. You're a background character. No one gave a shit about you in the movie. No one gives a shit about you in the book.
That's right. Chase Wilsore is not only jealous of Han Solo because of his relationship with Leia, but also because of his actual accomplishments as part of the Rebel Alliance. Wilsore's perspective about Solo appears to be based on misinformation or outright lies. My guess is, this is John Trent writing this, my guess is just Disney doing their best to continue to tear down the characters of the
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, there's no point to this at all.
Yeah, this is just like sad fanfic bitching, like, oh my God, if I had a chance with Leia or Han or both, I would take it. I don't.
No, it sounds like we don't. Okay, what it sounds like to me is we've already written stories about everyone to death. So let's go back to the original movies and find characters that no one cared about and write stories about them so we have more shit to peddle. That's what it sounds like. But we're going to hire the right kind of people to write them because don't you know you can't identify as you if you are something other than a character, you can't identify that character. You can only identify characters who are exactly like you. And if you can't find one, well, then you just appropriate characters and make them exactly like you.
Well, that's what they're talking about. And
I know, that's why I let it in there. See what I did there?
Yeah. So anyway, IO9 ran this excerpt. This is the editor, or one of the editors at IO9. Well, I don't even know if IO9 is its own website anymore. I think it got kind of absorbed into Gizmodo.
Yeah, it pretty much has.
But anyway, in promoting the article about this excerpt, Whitbrook wrote on Twitter, I'm very critical of Star Wars' approach to queer rep because I love it so much, and for it to disregard who I am over and over again always hurts. It's about pushing an agenda. But today, I got to reveal a male queer Star Wars character. So wait, the character's queer. Is he got the hots for Han?
I don't know. This is the editor over it. Okay.
Chase Wilsore is a tiny step in the sea of other tiny steps in this era of Star Wars canon.
This era that no one gives a shit about.
Thank you to C.B. Lee for making the GFFA a little more like me, a boy who likes boys and interrupting conversations because I have things to do. I didn't know. I just got the vibe he was jealous of Han, but apparently maybe he's got the hots for Han.
Who in the hell knows?
I don't know.
But it's like they keep doing this. It's like, we need to write new material quick. Find background characters no one knows about and assign them identities and make it identity politics in Star Wars.
Well, okay, so we can talk about that. And look, there's nothing wrong with representation in media, but what again, to your point, what they're doing is taking established franchises, inserting fanfic OCs into said franchises, and then when the longtime fans, who tend to be a very diverse audience, by the way, complain...
they just invented diversity with the Star Wars Lucasfilm Story Group. Didn't you know that?
Oh, God. So when the longtime fans complain that, hey, this doesn't feel at all like Star Wars, this feels like fan fiction, and you're pushing an agenda and all that, then they're called horrible people, they're called alt-right Yahtzees, they're called bigots, they're called racists, they're called homophobes.
Basically, the whole MO of anything done today with Star Wars and most pop culture in general, especially the reboots, is use minorities as shields.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you can't criticize any shitty thing we do with Star Wars from now on, or you personally want to see Kelly Marie Tran in the ditch?
That's what it means.
You're an awful person.
But that the line about I've never been kissed. I'm like, really? That's your line? And if I complain about that, I'm probably some kind of hater because it's a stupid line. It's for a Star Wars book. I don't really give a shit.
So how long until they have Lando and Han officially hook up?
I don't even know anymore.
Because the tension's palpable.
I don't know anymore. You know,
the tension's Palpatine.
No, come on. Why would
I don't
you
know.
do that?
Oh my God, that could be some fan fiction. The tension is Palpatine. All Palpatine's romances.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at what she wrote, and it's like, basically, I never saw myself in media either. And I'm like, you know what? This is a new concept.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Yeah, I'm so tired of this. It has to be exactly like me or it doesn't effing count. That is stupid. When I was a kid, there were all kinds of characters. And, for all there weren't a lot of female characters, which there were. But let's just go with your argument. There weren't a lot of female characters. I still would find things about other movies like Star Wars are my favorite things ever. And I like Princess Leia, but I like Luke, and I liked Han, and I found things about them that I related to. I related to the effing Ewoks. The effing Ewoks are cutest little things. They're like little rabid terriers of feisty spite, and I love them. And I identify with them because they have brushable effing hair. And they're not even the same species as me. But I'm saying this is dumb that you only can identify with something if it's like you. Well, what am I supposed to do now? Because all the flipping redheads keep getting turned into people of color instead of redheads. How am I going to identify with anyone if there's not a ranty redhead like me? Heaven forbid.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah, this whole thing, I mean, this is going back to it being fan fiction. It's all about, I have to see myself in a piece of established media. We saw this with She-Ra too. Like,
oh my God, She-Ra was over the top.
Like, I wish... She-Ra would be okay, but if I could only see myself in She-Ra. So let's rewrite all of She-Ra to make it represent me.
And every stupid character.
Right.
Except for the couple of males that you kept straight that you made annoying as fuck. Sorry, Mom. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous.
But, the High Republic, the whole thing is going to be one giant fan fiction because we saw the board. We saw what they were prioritizing. They were prioritizing seeing themselves above actual storytelling.
Well, yeah. You know how hard it was when I was a kid growing up that they didn't have any chunky redheads with epilepsy represented in any of these movies. And I just had to pull myself up as an adult and just, understand I'm going to have to go out and write fanfic and insert them into all these established properties if I want to see representation for myself.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they're not even taking... or the time to go make something new. It's like,
it's insulting.
It's parasitic.
Well, it's insulting. How insulting is it that they don't even make a new character? They find a background character that no one gave a shit about. That might not even had a name. I don't even know if he does, and I'm a Star Wars fan. They found this character, and then they had to assign identity to it, to him, or now, that they can be represented, they can have representation. To me, that seems like it'd be more insulting to those people who are LGBTQ than it would have been to make a new character. Because now you're just shoehorning it in where you can find it. They don't even get the honor of having a character people know or a character that's out there.
Yeah, but this seems to be the MO of the story group.
I remember this article.
You look at all the characters that all of these media outlets are gushing over, and they're all Disney Star Wars fanfic type characters. Like everybody's gushing over Dr. Aphra and all of this. And it's like she kind of comes off like a Mary Sue. I'm sorry, but
a lot of the new Star Wars characters come off as Mary Sue, and they're like, so do the old ones, and it's like not to the extent the new ones do. Like here,
look, just going through here, just the first paragraph I picked out, they're going through like, okay, here's some characters. These are all Disney characters, by the way. Singer Wrath Velas from Chuck Wendig's book, I'm on board with this. As long as he's not played by a white guy, I'll be set, as his ethnicity isn't necessarily made clear in the book. As long as it's not white. Mm-hmm. As long as he's not a white guy. Dr. Aphra, she's like the biggest Mary Sue character, and they're propping her up in the comics like crazy. Now, this one I'd be on board with.
I would totally be on board with that one. 100%.
But you're not gonna get that.
I know, but I would love that. I would watch the hell out of that.
Donnie Yen is very expensive, right?
Right, but he's also Disney's going to stay away from that right now because they're trying to stay away from the Chinese audience.
Yeah. So anyway,
But I would watch the heck out of that show. You know who's not on the list that should been? Mara flippin' Jade. And if they help me God, if they ruin Mara Jade, I'm going to kick someone's ass. Because you know what? You talk about representation. I liked Mara Jade. I identified with Mara Jade. Other than having blue eyes and she had green, I was like, hell yeah. You know, I was so excited that we got a kick-ass red hair character, and I'm sure they'll ruin her.
I don't know. I mean, it's like I can't even muster up enough give a shit about Star Wars anymore because it is what it is. It's the Lucasfilm Story Group are a bunch of fan fiction writers getting to play with an established franchise, and they're inserting themselves and their OCs into this. And the only time you really hear anything about it is like they're like, "Oh my God, guys, we've got the first non-binary character in Star Wars."
I know, and that's
okay.
Who cares?
Is the character any good?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's what you'll tell with She-Ra. Are the character good? Doesn't matter. You just have to know that they're representative.
Yeah, and it's all about these guys, fist bumping themselves on Twitter.
And you know what? Since a lot of the characters in movies like in shows and books like Star Wars are going to be aliens, we don't know the gender of a lot of characters. We don't know. Maybe they do different things for reproduction on their planet. We don't flipping know. They keep assigning these creatures that really don't. It's not necessary to the story. It doesn't really move the story on. It really isn't important. But they just keep assigning these agenda-driven backgrounds to this to what end? I mean, if it makes sense in the story, then I'm 100% for it.
Yeah.
But if it's a lot of times, like you said, they're just promoting it to say they did it. It really doesn't really matter.
It's fan fiction, it is. It's like, look, and that's not to say the characters can't exist in the universe, but what they do is simultaneously adding these OCs to Star Wars while running down the original trilogy characters. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking like, what would be just absolutely amazing, and it will never happen. But if Disney became so bankrupt that they had to sell off Star Wars, and George Lucas bought Star Wars, and he fired the entire story group and said, you know what, everything Disney made isn't legit. We're going back to the expanded universe.
Well, The Mandalorian, I think he actually likes.
Yeah, well, okay.
I don't mind Rogue One.
Keep Favreau, keep Filoni, keep Rogue One. But all these books, these comics, these games, this all stuff that's got these fanfic characters, just purge it. Be like, yeah, you know what? We nuked the expanded universe again. We're nuking the Disney expanded universe. We're starting over. We're making it about Star Wars and not diversity and dinosaurs.
And here's the thing. It's like, to me, I wouldn't even mind these characters if it wasn't for the fact that they're not just about being a good character. That they're, like you said, they're pushing that first. Like this background character in Empire Strikes Back. Why the line, well, who hasn't been kissed? I haven't. Why is that in the book?
What? Yeah, that's not Star Wars. There's barely any kissing in Star Wars. What the hell?
And I mean, Leia kisses her own damn brother, so...
Yeah, well, okay. But anyway, I mean, I'm just like, this isn't Star Wars. Again, this isn't Star Wars. It's fucking fan fiction. This is the kind of shit you would find on, Wattpad or something 10 years ago, but now people are getting paid to create Star Wars fan fiction.
I could get paid to do the same thing and I'd be a lot better.
You could. You should.
I'll make a character that's named Geeky Sparkles.
Ginger Rage.
There you go, Ginger Rage. She's a Jedi. Or she's a Sith.
She's both. She is the best. She is a gray Sith Jedi Sith.
Bitch. Anyway.
Sith bitch.
I'm Sith bitch, but I also go Jedi. I go both ways.
There you go. And
I bring balance to the Force because I am perfect at everything and I have brushable hair. It's all wonderful, peaches, and I am the best.
You are, and Yoda's afraid of you, and Vader wants to date you, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where
I wouldn't want to date Vader because I think his ding dong got burned off. I don't think he's got anything below the belt.
I have no idea.
Except for wires.
Well, maybe he's got some hardware there,
Vader has wires and regret below the belt. He's more machine than man now.
Well, you keep saying like that's a bad thing. I'm sorry.
Twisted and evil. Twisted for your pleasure.
Okay, we've better stop.
I think we need to stop. That is our really bad fanfic. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm out. Other than, I'll check out season 2 of The Mandalorian, but like any give a shit I had for Star Wars at this point, I'm just like, God, why did you just go hire all of Tumblr to come write shit for you?
I don't know.
There's like no vetting anymore. It's just like, hey, you were on Tumblr. Come
well, they
on
kept running panels at the New York Comic Con for this shit too, and they hardly got anybody there.
No, nobody cares.
So
nobody cares. In Disney, you're hurting for money. You would be it would be very wise of you to go back to what worked in the original trilogy. Focus on getting that right, getting the George-ness of Star Wars right. But I know it's problematic for some people. But if you want to make some money, you gotta make sure that the characters that are bankable are kept intact.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Destroying Han and Luke and Leia is not a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.